Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Absooluute, and today we got another one. We're going to be talking about Modern Warfare 2 has been kind of a crazy ride. If you've been watching any of the competitive scene, you would know what I'm talking about. The Major 3 just happened. We did our predictions the other day. I just kind of wanted to do a little recap of this season so far and, just kind of give you guys what I've been thinking. So it all starts with Major 1, kind of a blur now. It's been a few months. But we actually get an upset of New York actually beating Seattle in the finals. They actually ended up beating FaZe as well. Both teams actually beat FaZe. But I've been following this New York team for a while now. Pretty much I've been rooting for them since Clay was on the team in Cold War. I really wanted them to win. And in Vanguard, I believe like if you swapped out Krim or Clay, it could have been, the same thing. I've always been a really big fan of Clay and how he molds his team, growing up and stuff like that. He's always been a very good inspirational leader. Seeing Paco finally get a good dub, under his belt without all the drama that happened last year. It was really nice to see. And of course, Seattle, after the crazy roller coaster ride that they had last year, they start off this year number 2. And then we jump up a few weeks later, we got Scump retiring actually mid-season, which was really surprising to me. I was actually at work, in the middle of driving from place to place, dropping off product, right? And I was watching it on the drive, and I didn't really understand at first. It caught me super off guard, and then at the end, it just like a single tear just down the face. You know what I'm saying? Really kind of crazy, iconic day, but a day that you're gonna remember. He actually dropped a 1.22 KD in his last series against the Boston Breach. He actually retired to actually keep a spot for Dashy on the team. The whole Major 2 was kind of crazy for OpTic. Illy got dropped. They picked up Hook, and then they picked up a kid from College COD and then played Challengers, and then he's now on OpTic Texas. First Challenger kid to ever be picked up to a team like that ever, I think. So that's some crazy history that happened. So Dan Ghosty is the new man up. Hopefully he does well. He did pretty well this last Major 3, and FaZe also won Major 2, which means that they're back on top, and this is also the beginning of their 15 win streak that they actually just ended in Major 3 as well. Seattle and Minnesota were competing for the worst team in the CDL. Seattle had one of the biggest S&D loss streaks until Minnesota out-lost them in Search and Destroy. Minnesota also went 0-5 in the online qualifiers, which is the first team this year to, I believe, do that, which is kind of crazy. They also placed top 12 after they just placed top 3 or 4 last Major, which is insane. But this Major was actually really crazy to watch. Marky B for the first time and forever got back up on stage versus Clayster. It was very nostalgic, you know what I'm saying? For us old heads who's been watching for a long time. It was really cool to actually see the crowd get behind Marky B like that and really cheer him on and make him feel at home once again.
Fight out of this one. Joe deceives, prime position, top map, gets great shots down as well. A little bit of an overheat there, but Marky B. Oh, hey, he got one.
Crowds on their feet, I'm not gonna lie. Sortlo trying to keep the play going. Here comes the hit. Vegas are on A. They made it out. This is gonna throw the stats up. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna need a moment of quiet, guys. Wait. We're going for a listen in with LAG.
And then probably one of my favorite matches I've seen in a long time probably has to go to the Thieves versus the Elysian. That match was super insane. I loved how hyped Clay gets, and like I said earlier in the video, Clay's just my dude. I've always loved watching him. My first champs I've watched was AW, him on Denial. It's just always been, there's just something about Clay, man. There's just something about Clay. I love watching Clay. And then finally, OpTic made it all the way to top 2. They just kind of seemed to run out of gas towards the end. They smoked pretty much everybody on the way there. And then that means Toronto Ultra actually won the major. FaZe kind of, bounced out a little bit. They need to work on their respawn just a little bit. They'll be in that number 1, number 2 every major. That means the switch for Standy to Hixie makes sense. It's been paying off. They've been doing great. Hixie definitely is a character to stand out, since he's the first rookie in 12 years since Scump did it, right, to win on his rookie debut season. And he just got subbed in a few weeks ago, which makes it even less time that he's been in this team. Okay, and then one last thing is we had a record-breaking viewership of 332,000 viewers during this major. So if we decide to go back to YouTube, it's just a really big flop. So can we just not do that? We can't be breaking records, having amazing weekends, and then just reverse it all in the last second. Anyways, that's pretty much going to do it for me today. Just a few thoughts that I had over the weekend. Just a lot of crazy things that happened. I really enjoyed watching. If you guys watched as well, tell me what your favorite part of the weekend was. Mine was definitely probably the Theus versus the Legion. That match was just so insane. FaZe versus OpTic was really good too. Oh, OpTic versus Seattle, or OpTic versus all the OpTic matches were just crazy, bro. The crowd was just insane. The whole chanting and stuff was just so crazy. Kind of one-sided, but you know what it is. It's an OpTic major. You know what you're gonna get out of it. Obviously the boys on FaZe didn't have the greatest weekend. Top 3, I mean, not too bad, but we'll bounce back and we'll be back for champs. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. Thank you guys for watching. Check out all the socials down below. Links in the description. If you guys liked, please hit that button. Comment down below. Subscribe. Peace out.